Nobody enjoys getting beat up in their own backyard, right? So I assume that when Harry and Meghan opened their newspaper on Thursday morning to learn that Prince William had been named America's favorite public figure, they nearly choked on their cornflakes. Harry and Meghan must be in for a shock after being attacked in their own backyard, thanks to Rex features. 3 years ago, the Sussex family fled to the US in order to escape their pain and suffering, now, in the nation they now call home. The Montecito whiners can't even defeat William, whom Harry referred to as his arch-nemesis in his memoir. The fact that Harry and Meghan were not even included on the pollsters' shortlist may have been an even bigger blow. They'll probably think it was all staged or contrived by shady characters in the firm to make them seem bad. Could his estranged father or her estranged father have orchestrated it? The fact that you may be paranoid does not necessarily mean that someone is not pursuing you. He was there, though. First on the list is William. The most well-liked international public figure in American eyes, even defeating Volodymyr Zelensky, the courageous and ardent head of Ukraine's war-torn nation. That requires some effort, and it's encouraging that Americans can see the positive side of William given that Prince Harry resides in the United States and appears to have been on a one-man campaign to harm the royal family's reputation. In an effort to discredit his older brother, Harry has even accused him of including him in a dispute over, guess who? Meghan. In his book Spare, he penned the following: "He grabbed me by the collar, ripping my necklace, and he knocked me to the floor. Because the Wills we all know is uplifting, honorable, and dignified, the attacks were unsuccessful. He works hard and is dedicated to the various causes he champions without preaching or extolling his own virtue. William prioritizes the crown and his country over his own interests. He and his wife Catherine put forth a lot of effort to help the various causes that are important to them. He is a serious individual. Harry just doesn't get the same respect from people. For this reason, it's likely that pollsters didn't even try to include him. For those of us who followed the brothers' lives as small boys loved by their cherished mother, it is a terrible state of affairs. We were willing to overlook Harry's numerous juvenile transgressions as he matured since he had inherited Diana's sparkling charisma. Now that he is sniping from the sidelines about the harm he feels has been done to him. Not much of that is on display. In the course of sharing his truth with the world, he has now descended into trashiness. He is a person who brazenly sold his tail and his extended family up the Swanee. On the other side, his older brother has made us all proud. The NHS is in poor condition, as we are all aware. However, it is especially concerning to see that 4 out of 10 cancer patients are experiencing fatal treatment delays. For everyone concerned about their health, this year was the worst on record for cancer care, and it appears that things are moving backward rather than forward. A grim number in fact is the researchers' estimate that every 4-week delay in cancer surgery raises the probability of death by up to 8%. I felt a little uneasy when I saw those pictures of mountaineers clambering over a dying porter who had fallen. On the Pakistani mountain K2, Mohammed Hassan had plunged off a cliff. How heartbreaking it is to see climbers ostensibly stepping over rope fixer Mohammed Hassan as he appears to be dying on K2 credit. Later, it was discovered that he had taken the job of rope fixer to help pay for the medical expenses of his diabetic mother. Wilhelm Steindl and Philipp Flamig, 2 Austrian climbers, said that film they captured with a drone showed climbers stepping over his body rather than attempting to save him. The parties concerned claim they did everything in their power to move Hassan, but the situation was too perilous. This narrative presents a horrifying picture of people who are so focused on achieving their objective that they lose sight of fundamental politeness and humanity. For Sally Phillips, who has discovered love again after her husband left her for another woman, I couldn't be more glad. The actress cracked a light-hearted joke: "My husband left me for a member of the Russian Yoga Federation, though I'm not legally allowed to say that anymore. But he won't listen to this." That must have been a horrific and demoralizing experience. So how fantastic is it that the Miranda actress, who spent 14 years with director Andrew Bermejo as her husband, has moved on with a guy she calls to die for. Despite how devastating her ex's betrayal may have been, this is the best happy ending.